now is Greg Hill, the CEO of Albright Metals, who is fresh from a rather extensive trip going through the gold and antimony project located in Canada. Here to tell me all about it is the man himself, Greg. Greg, it's a pleasure to speak with you. How are you?
I'm very good, Shay. Always a pleasure to talk to you.
Greg, it is great to have you back from your North American trip. I have to ask, what was the focus of your time in Canada?
Yeah, so the key focus of my time over there, which took 7 weeks that I was over there doing various things, but it was really about advancing the Golden Pike project. And I met with representatives of community groups, First Nations representatives, as well as government, about what the steps are and what is required to go through that and get the project approved and moved forward as quickly as we can.
You've just mentioned you had some consultations with First Nations people. What has the response within the community been like?
It's been very positive. I've found that the First Nations groups that I've met with their representatives have been very positive around mining development in general. They're very keen to see economic improvement for the communities, but of course, what they also require is that we treat their rights with respect, and that is certainly something that we want to do. But they've got a very progressive approach, and it was quite refreshing talking to people, and I've had very positive response from both First Nations groups as well as the broader community.
Now that you've laid your eyes on the ground, what did you find particularly interesting about the area?
Yes, well, while I was there, we also used the opportunity to meet with members of our technical team over there, and we actually took some time to walk the ground over much of the claim and ground truth some of the exploration prospects that we've got there, and have a look at areas where we did exploration earlier this year. So that was very exciting, and I can honestly say we've got a strong pipeline of exploration prospects that we'll be following up with in time to come.
Now, Greg, the spicy question most CEOs fear: what are your plans for funding going forward to drive this project?
Yes, well, the deal that we announced earlier in the year with Catalyst, they've exercised the option to acquire the rest of our Bryah Basin tenements, and that will conclude shortly and settle. And so that will provide additional funding, even though we're well funded right now. That'll provide additional short-term and medium-term funding for us. Longer term, though, while I was over there, I met with several investor and offtake groups about funding for our Golden Pike project. And that potentially, it's a high-grade deposit, so around 9 grams per tonne, and that makes it very good as a DSO, direct ship, ore and blend stock for various operations. So there's been a lot of interest from the investor community there in both Toronto and New York, where I was meeting with people, and about funding the project to develop that as a direct ship opportunity. And that has a lot of advantages for them, in that it'll be a low capex development because we don't have to build a processing plant, we don't have to build a tailings dam, and also it will be a much easier environmental and simplified environmental approval process. So I'm very excited about that funding.
It certainly is. It's also very unique for a gold and antimony project to have direct shipping ore as even an option. So that is fantastic for investors and future investors to hear. Listen, Greg, thank you so much for your time today, and welcome back from your trip.
Thank you very much, Shay.